wanna be free of this heart.
This isn't just a vacation. I came to Nice for 5 weeks to test out what life here might really feel like.
Need you here more than I would like to admit. Let's forget about tomorrow.
The question isn't whether Nice is beautiful. It's if I could actually see myself living here. So here's how my first week went. Mornings on the balcony, a couple of long dinners with friends, and plenty of time by the sea. So far, so good. Earlier this year, I let ChatGPT choose where I'd live. It picked Uzès, a little medieval town. But for the summer, I came to Nice. My terrace quickly became my favorite spot, even if it's also the loudest place I've ever lived. Between the motorcycles, the tram, and planes flying by, noise-canceling headphones are essential balcony gear. Still, the view makes up for it. I'd watch the sea during the day, and at night, the moon rising over the water. The first time I saw it, I honestly thought it was the sunset reflecting off a cruise ship. But no, it was this glowing orange moon lifting out of the horizon. Watching it slowly rise higher and higher, casting a path of light across the sea, it was pretty spectacular. A few days in, I started unpacking. It's amazing how quickly a place shifts once your things are out of a suitcase, sprawled all over the place, and it starts to feel less like a stopover and more like a home. When I was looking for a place, I chose the sea view over apartment size, which means I'm a bit further out, close to the airport, and living in a small studio with a Murphy bed. This is what happens when your living room is also your bedroom. Nothing says French Riviera glam like wrestling your bed back into the wall. I want a budget, and that budget needs to go towards beach clubs. Priorities.
Today was good. I went to Apple and figured out my phone situation. I got some hair products at Sephora to fix my dull hair situation. And I did laundry. You can see the little guys open there. And it's all drying on the patio. And I'm now going to meet Meredith and Pamela, who were both on the retreat. They're here in Nice for one more day. I think they both leave tomorrow for dinner. And we're going to this lovely spot called Le Patio.
By my second night, I was already back in my happy place, a long French dinner.
Oh, hello. Hi. Yeah, welcome. We made it.
Meredith, a friend from Austin, had been at my retreat, and Pamela, who I just met there, joined too. I biked down the promenade to join them at a restaurant called Le Patio. We started with champagne cocktails, a mix of champagne, raspberry coulis, chambord, and rosemary. We shared a couple of appetizers and then had a gorgeous and somewhat enormous Mediterranean sea bass baked in a salt crust.
There's a human body in there. I mean, a lot of it's the salt crust, but what could be in there? These little piñata goodies.
It's a whole fish encased in a thick crust of sea salt and baked in the oven. The salt hardens into a shell that seals in steam, so when it's cracked open at the table, the fish inside is perfectly tender, juicy, and full of flavor. But it doesn't make it overly salty.
Voila.
Voila.
Voila. It's a scary moment, I'm sure.
I'm scared
Drop
too.
it. Yet.
It was served with a saffron beurre blanc, a classic French sauce made from butter, white wine, and shallots, smooth and delicate, but full of flavor. The meal stretched on the way dinners in France always do. Hours of food, conversation, and laughter.
This is a revisiting of the traditional barbagian, you know, the traditional beignet in south of France.
No, I
So we usually do it with a pasta like a beignet. With a pasta like a beignet, and we fried it. And actually this is a bled, another sort of cabbage, rice and parmesan, but the chef visited it like a pasta and ravioli. So enjoy it.
Thank
Bon
you.
appétit.
Merci.
On the walk home, I realized how much I've missed this. Meredith and Pamela left the next day, but that night reminded me just how much I love lingering at a table with friends. That was fun. It reminds me how much I really enjoy going to fun dinners with people, just how life-giving that is to me. Maybe especially because I don't get to do that often in Uzès. Combination of not knowing that many people and trying to save money because of not having an income. Anyways, it was just fun. Just talking with them and eating delicious food. It was just lovely. I don't love how dark this is getting. Or walking past vans. This is what it's like being a woman. You have to be afraid of walking past vans and it being dark with not many people around. There's always these dudes sitting on the bench in front of my apartment. I actually really enjoyed that there's elevator music in the elevator. Anyway, great night. And also I'm just surprised that it's almost midnight and there's so many kids out, so many people out, but also just like kids playing soccer, riding their bikes. It's not the France life, I guess. Bonne nuit. During that first week, my priority wasn't sightseeing. It was slowing down, soaking up the beaches, and celebrating the end of a successful retreat. Of course, there were a few basic errands too. My phone's keyboard stopped functioning, which is sort of an important feature. I thought the screen was broken, but all it needed was a new screen protector. And honestly, it felt like such a treat to have the amenities of a bigger city. An Apple store, Sephora, even just grabbing a smoothie. None of these exist in my little town. It's part of its charm, but wow, do I miss good Vietnamese food. And Korean. And sushi. And Thai. I'm a foodie with global taste living in a tiny French town. Whenever I could, I'd head to the beach. One of my goals while I'm here is to visit as many beach clubs as possible and report back on which ones are the best. It's a hard job, but someone has to do it, and I am willing to make that sacrifice. I'm barely off the shore, and it's up to here. Isn't that funny? I don't know if you can tell how steep that is, but it is steep. Don't drop the camera. Don't drop the phone. I just put sunscreen on my face, so.
So much better. Forgot my hat. Time to attempt to climb.
If this first week has taught me anything, it's that life here revolves around the sea. And I love the sea. The turquoise shades are unreal, and I could spend hours watching the beautiful water. Add in the variety of food and restaurants, and it's not a bad change of pace. The summer chapter starts here. Turquoise seas, good food, and exploring the possibility of moving to Nice. Up next, I take a boat trip down the Mediterranean. And soon, Joni arrives to join in the fun. À la prochaine!